Well, hey everybody. It's Leslie from LuvINK&Paper. I know, I didn't warn you I was going live because I was supposed to just post a video. And, the day slipped away and Rich was off, so, what it is what it is. Anyway, I have something a little different for you today. I went through a whole bunch of my old cards from past years, lots of different cards, because I wanted to show you some different ways that you can start thinking about making your own cards. So lots of different things that you can do. So this one has, if you have a die cut machine, you could use like our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You could use an embossing folder and emboss the background. Okay, a strip of designer series paper and some little either hand cut or die cut pieces with a greeting. Quick and easy. All right. Here's one. In fact, let me just bring in a pile and I'll just take them one off of the other. So this one was a two-part die, okay, that we had a couple years ago. It's really pretty. So a die cut can really be the focal point of your card. All right. Oh, this was one of my favorites. I loved this set with the reindeer, and there was a Santa and a little Eskimo, and super cute. But the important part of this is to think about maybe an embossed piece or two pieces of designer series paper with a little bit of ribbon disguising where they meet. A circle helps that. Like, I could have just put the reindeer or whoever made this. I'm not sure if it was me or if I got it in a swap. The reindeer could have gone right across, but the circle really helps that reindeer pop. Okay, so let's see. Oh, this was a big background stamp I think we had at one time. So even doing part of a background stamp and then adding some, this was some gold embossing. I think it might have been when we had the Versa marker. That was one of my favorite dies, was the Santa Claus. So cute. And some brick behind there, a little bit of brick embossing. And I think it's made with shimmery white paper because, that's so cute. All right. So again, an embossed background, a couple of die cuts, a couple of quick stamps, and some ribbon. And I love when the ribbon lays flat because without a bow, because then it's much easier to mail. All right, so how cute is this? A little designer series paper. We had some snowflake paper a couple years ago, but any snowflakey paper would do. I like the black and white. And then our little snowman. Okay. Ooh, how pretty is that? A really pretty die cut. Actually, it's I think that could have been an embossing folder and she cut it out, but then added all that beautiful glitter on there. Okay. This one kind of makes so we've got the ornament. Could also, if you skipped the ornament, you could kind of make a square look like a present with a little bow. Okay, couple of strips of designer series paper or cardstock. Right. This one is really pretty. We had some, again, the embossed front. This one isn't a layer. This is actually the whole card front that you could emboss. All right, a little skinny ribbon across some pretty foil die cut. Really nice. All right, let's see what else we have here in my stash. So this could make a cute gift tag, but it also, look how cute. Remember we were talking about those scallop tag topper punches? So cute on the front of a card too. So gift tag or on the front of a card. Oh, there's a die cut with a really, really pretty glittery paper. And then the embossed background. So we've done this a little bit where we just kind of take a sponge and catch that. I think this was called gently falling, and you could use it either way. You could use the tightness at the top and have the snowflakes falling down, or you could kind of sprinkle them and then have it look like it was falling on the ground. Your layers don't always have to line up. I love that this one is just, you know, I heard somebody use the word cattywampus. I think that's a fun word, but a little kitty corner, you know, a little off. So we've got an embossed layer, a designer series paper layer, and then a couple of punched images, punched or die cut images. Okay, so they don't always have to line up and be perfectly squared off, just so you know. Isn't that pretty? I think this one is made by my friend Doreen. Nope, it's a Cindy Posnick card. I get these in swaps when I do them. This is a Doreen card. So, great use of the patterned paper, a nice stamp with a small embellishment, and a nice, pretty flat kind of a bow. All right. Nested kinds of die cuts. So the same die cut, just offset here, and then 2 different sizes of the label die cuts. And any shape label will do. It doesn't have to be the newest and most recent. If you still have some die cuts that make a label shape, use a couple different sizes. Okay, I'm a snowflake-aholic. I love them. This was a couple years ago. We had these snowflakes, and somebody cut it out of this circle and then cut it out of other paper and filled it back in like a puzzle piece. So this is tucked down in. I think that's really cool. This is this year's snowflakes, and I love this die where it doesn't actually come out of the paper. It stays in the paper, and then so the background paper shows through. There's a pretty one with a lot of stuff going on, but all pretty simple. A die cut, word, okay, a couple of layers of cardstock, a stamped image, colored berries, and a couple of stamped greetings to include there. So, all right, so this, and this were all ones that came from a kit. Well, parts of them came from a kit. This one, the stamps came from a kit, and the paper was different. Okay, this was the October paper pumpkin kit, maybe. But don't be afraid or embarrassed to use a kit to make your cards, or use them as the jumping off place, or whatever. Okay, kits are a great way to make a lot of cards quickly and have somebody else do the bulk of the design work. It's not a bad thing. Super easy, but how cute is that? We know this is Santa, right? We know this is his suit. Now whoever made this, and it might have been me, could add a couple of very small black circle punches for buttons, but we know this is Santa. There's a couple of ways to do the buckle. You can use a square punch and then punch around it, or you can add a square on top of a silver or gold or whatever, a foil kind of square to make the buckle. Okay, but just a couple of strips of cardstock. So cute. All right, a few more, and these are more recent. So sometimes just a little fun fold. This was in the November, I believe, October or November 4-card class. What are you doing, you numbskull? That was just Rex. He was making a lot of racket. Anyway, really cute and easy. All right. A smaller layer with designer series paper, and then a shape with stamped image, also fun. I think somebody called this a flip-flap card or something like that. I also know of one called a joyfold card, which I think I'm going to do for the December 4-card class, which is 2 cards and 4 tags, just in case you were wondering. And I did add that link, the registration link, to the event on my Facebook page. Okay, so really fun, easy fun fold, and a lot of those you can find. So this one I used a fun background and then just stamped on top of it. It was one I made with re-inkers and saran wrap. Okay, you're probably so sick of Z-fold cards, but they're so fun. And they make for a great card, and there is a ton of wow factor with a Z-fold card. Okay, and then a little bit different angle. This was part of the plaid class that I did, where we did the quadrangle kind of card. Okay, so lots of ideas for you. Okay, so tons of different thoughts and ideas for you to take inspiration from. And anyway, I hope that was a fun way to spend a little time with me. So have a great rest of your weekend. I hope you have some fun plans before it snows. I think it's supposed to snow. I don't know. Maybe they've changed their mind. But anyway, we'll see you again on Monday. Bye.